The last time I stepped out of my comfort zone. I'd say the last time I stepped out of my comfort zone is when my partner and I went to do some swing dancing. I I'm not really confident doing that because it's been quite some time since we last swing danced. Last time we did it was around Christmas time of last year, and it's already August now. What happened was we for a series of months, which I enjoyed. We did swing dancing, and well, I'd say initially just going out in public and doing a new dance that I was not very familiar with. I basically just learned to dance on the spot because it all started last year. About a year ago is where this all started. So my partner loves to swing dance, particularly the East Coast swing. Maybe a little bit of Lindy Hop, but more of like the Balboa or Charleston kind of thing. And it was challenging because I'm not comfortable dancing in front of other people. I think that stems from when I was younger. I didn't spend much time dancing in front of other people. Whenever there would be a school dance, like say in middle school or high school, I wouldn't dance because I was just shy and I was very concerned about what other people might think. Like they might think I'm a terrible dancer. So I never really danced when I was in middle school and high school. I just hung out and watched other people dance. And then even in college, when me and my friends would go to a club, I wouldn't really dance. But then there have been occasions where I got kind of drunk and I did dance anyways. And I probably danced horribly, but I cared less because I was inebriated. And I say that just going to those dance classes with is going from absolutely having no idea how to dance to actually dancing some swing dance, although limited. Did help me grow because at first we would dance and then I would be unsure. I would question every little thing because I want to make sure I'm doing it perfectly. But I suppose in dance, you don't need to be absolutely perfect, but it does help to be perfect if you're doing a performance. But if you're just having fun with some people that like to dance, like say for example your partner, then I think it's good to learn how to dance, and it's surprisingly fun because like I feel like I'm off the beat unless I actually focus and I listen for the beat. I'm still getting used to this coming naturally to myself, and stepping out of my comfort zone just to participate in that class did take some guts because I still didn't feel confident, but I can't just let my partner down. She wants to dance, and I am not. I don't feel I'm a very good dancer because I haven't danced much my entire life, and she's been dancing her whole life. So yeah, I think that just putting my fears aside and just forgetting about what people might think, like really helps for me to step out of my comfort zone. So yes, I'm self-conscious when I enter the classroom and then I'm on the dance floor and then I'm doing the dance and I'm still not sure, still questioning every little thing, but trying to ease up on that and just going with the flow. I know like at moments I might turn the wrong way or make a fool out of myself, but I feel it helps you to grow. Just putting yourself in a new situation that you're unsure of. You're not. You have no idea if you're doing everything correctly, and just going with it. Because even though you're not sure, if you just follow along as much as you can have a decent performance just by doing that. And Yeah, after only we would have class for about 1 hour once a week for 3 weeks, and I think it was 3 weeks, might have been four, but after that, that was it. So basically, 4 hours of class, and it was difficult because we had to keep switching partners. So I would be with my partner, like my significant other, for a few minutes, and then switch off to some stranger, and then switch off to another stranger and another stranger, and because it's a social dancing kind of thing, and everyone's different, so everyone doesn't respond the same way when you hold them or you turn them around. So it did take quite a bit of getting used to, and I kind of felt like I was doing things wrong at first because I would attempt to do a turn with one person and they're rather stiff. So when I try to move them, they don't really budge. I'm like, oh, what's going wrong here? But then I don't freak out too much. I just relax. I'm like, okay, we'll try something else. And yeah, that's pretty much how dancing was. I just kept doing that over and over again. And then pretty soon, I'm I'm still terrible at. In my opinion, I'm still terrible at dancing because it's like I'm like I feel like I'm one of the few people who are dancing that's doing like the same three moves over and over again on the dance floor. But my partner says that's totally good, and it was really sweet of her to say that out of all the dance partners, she liked dancing with me the best. So I think that just dancing and for me was a great way to come out of my comfort zone. And even though I'm still not very good, I'm slowly getting better. After 6 months, well, more than 6 months of a break of swing dancing, we're back at it again. This time, we were doing it like every week or sometimes twice a week. But then now we're just doing it once a month, and it's almost like starting over again. But it's kind of like swimming or riding a bicycle. Once you learn how to do it, you know how to do it. But still, I'm still feel like I'm just doing the same three things every time. But every once in a while, I get an inkling of some things that I learned before, and I attempt them, and they work on my partner sometimes with dancing, and that's exciting. Of course, I still think about looking like a fool, but I push that towards the back of my mind and just do what I want. And surprisingly, even though I feel like I messed up here and there, no one says anything to me. And I think I'm fine. That I'm just over examining the situation. I don't really need to be so self-conscious when other people don't even care. Like they're not even watching me and my partner dance. So in the end of it all, I think it's just good to have fun and doing something new. And just being out of my comfort zone is pretty fun nowadays. Like for example, today I had a meeting with my big boss. Everyone calls this person that's been at my company for years the big boss, and I thought that it would be intimidating at first because she's like a senior vice president of the department, and I'm just this kind of like an entry level person working there. And speaking to her was a little nerve wracking at first because she has so much more experience than me. But just like dancing, I just put it to the back of my mind and just pretended like she was any ordinary person and talked to her, and the meeting went pretty well, in my opinion. So I think it's good to not overthink, but at the same time, it is good to try to be prepared. But all in all, you don't need to worry about what other people may think because most of the time they don't actually care. And I think that applies to just life in general. You should just keep pushing forward. If you're not sure about something, try to get help. But if you mostly got it right, then just keep pushing forward. And I think it'll work out well.